with one-party Democrat rule and their policies that they are bringing in Washington and that we are seeing in state capitals and in New York City. Where I'm from, we have one-party Democratic rule at every level in D.C., Albany, and New York City. And what they are doing with that power is a reminder of how important it is for us to ensure that November 8, 2022, that we are taking the gavels out of the hands of Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff and Jerry Nadler and Maxine Waters. Those gavels are getting turned over, and there's a true balance of power again in Washington. We're doing it for that law enforcement officer who kisses their husband and wife goodbye, their son, their daughter. They don't know what risk they're facing that day. States enacting cashless bail laws, getting rid of qualified immunity, supporting law enforcement less, not more. We're doing it for that inner city child who is stuck going to multi-generational poverty-continued systems, poor-performing schools, when there's a great opportunity just a couple of blocks away. It's our party who believes in school choice, tax credits for school choice, lifting the caps on charter schools in many of our states. We believe that you should not be getting rid of advanced academics in the name of equity. We believe that parents should be as involved as they want to be in their kids' education. We send our sons and daughters to school for a quality education. Don't try to indoctrinate my kid. Don't try to brainwash my kid. They're just there for a quality education. We are doing this for the small business owners stuck with government that is incentivizing able-bodied adults more to stay at home rather than to go back to work. We're doing it for that, well, for me, my daughters are 15. They were born 14 and a half weeks early when they were first born in 2006. They spent their first 3.5 months at the NICU in Georgetown. When Michaela was about 2 weeks old, she went into septic shock, 80 to 90% mortality rate. And while she was in septic shock, she had a stroke. The doctors sat Diane and I down and recommended that we discontinue treatment, that we let her go. They said, if Michaela survives, she won't be able to see, walk, talk, and she'll have cerebral palsy. They were trying to talk us into letting Michaela go. For about 24 hours, she wasn't getting any better, but she wasn't getting any worse. So we decided if she's fighting, we're going to be fighting right there with her. Diane and I went and said goodbye. We went to the waiting room, and fortunately, after the surgery was done, the doctors came to us and they said, good news. It went better than expected, but she's not out of the woods yet. I remember Diane and I high-fiving each other when this happened. The surgery and everything she went through left a hole, because it was brain surgery that was done on our daughters, on Michaela. The left side of her brain, 1/3 of it was a hole. But because she was only 27 weeks along, her brain completely recircuited itself around the hole. Through the power of prayer, the miracles of modern medicine, medical advancements, and their will to live, our girls are 15 years old now. They're doing great. No long-term effects of what they went through. And as I was listening to our great Vice President, Mike Pence, and I miss him serving as Vice President every single day, and they're talking about faith, and we are reminded as we come towards the end of our time together here with fellow Jews, fellow Republicans, with everything that is at stake, as we watch 13 Blue Star families become Gold Star families, we watch our rule of law not being upheld at our southern border, and we are seeing them trying to pass trillions of dollars of new spending in Washington. We are reminded of why we need to go to rjchq.org. We need to tell everyone else we know to get involved, to sign up, because there's so many people out there counting on all of us to dig in deep, not just being back here next year, but getting involved in between. Because I will tell you, the R.J.C. dedicates so much funding towards the cause of not just battling for the heart and soul of our country, but winning this battle for the heart and soul of our country and making history November 8, 2022, with the leadership of R.J.C., with Matt Brooks, with Norm Coleman, with Alex Siegel and Noah Silverman and the entire team. Yes, it's going to be one of those elections that 40 years from now they're still going to be talking about. I'm up here to ask you to please get as involved as you possibly can with this amazing organization that's done so much for me. And Matt Brooks, you are a great man with an awesome team. And I understand that we're going to have a very, very special surprise coming up here in a moment. And as he comes to dazzle you with his talent, not to give anything away, when he comes up here to dazzle you with his talent, please get your hands up in the air and do what you can to participate in what is about to happen in just a few minutes. Last thing is, right after that, you get to hear from the great one. How amazing is Mark Levin? And you got to hear earlier from Senator Lindsey Graham, who is a great American. Give Senator Graham another round of applause. And last but certainly not least, Miriam, we love you. We miss Zeldin. We're so happy to be back here with you tonight. Thank you for being a great American, a great patriot, for supporting this cause, for continuing to stay involved. A big round of applause for Miriam Adelson. So ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. It's only going to be heating up from here. So stay around, get involved in what's about to happen, support R.J.C. And November 8, 2022, let's take back our country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Congressman Billy Long.